This kid messaged me the other day on Instagram, as you do, and essentially he was asking me how he should move forward with his SMMA. He hasn't started any cold calling yet. He hasn't got an offer for his clients. After some further, talking back and forth, I find out, I ask him what is his audience's pain points, and then he's like, don't know how to use social media. And it got me thinking, first of all, I don't know where he got his information from, because he was also saying things like, all I need to do is hire somebody on Fiverr and they can fulfill the service delivery and stuff like that. That kind of mindset and actually running a successful SMMA, the mindset difference, the paradigm difference is huge, right? I've gone through hundreds of different paradigm shifts. I'd see it a certain way, I'd realize, okay, this is not going to work. I'd see it a different way. You know what I mean? So it just had me thinking, the way people are promoting SMMA or contract to arbitrage or whatever you want to call it, is it misleading? Because I know some people can pull it off and get results through different ways of seeing it, but I think most people are being misled by certain people calling it certain things and just simplifying it and making it seem like it's not a business, like it's not a business model, like it's just some vacation that you can do 1 hour a month or something. And perhaps it can be that at a certain point, but I don't know, it just had me thinking. I felt a sense of slight pity when he was talking like that, because I'm like, okay, the way you're seeing it right now doesn't equate to clients, and I don't know how you're going to react when you're met with that reality. When you're met with the reality that there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, how are you going to react? So I don't know, hopefully maybe he will pull through and come out the other side. But I just remember thinking, I had this sudden realization just the other day that I used to watch all these gurus, and I remember just watching them, they all had these different secret business models, and I remember just thinking, they give you a hint to this, what they do, but they never actually tell you. The reason why I'm thinking about this is because the other day I remember looking in the comments. Don't ask why I was there, but I was looking at the comments and this guy was like, these gurus never tell the secret, they always gatekeep. The realization that I had is it's easy to make money online, right? It is actually easy. And when I look at the past attempts that I had with different business models, it's clear as day now in retrospect that I wasn't trying. Say if we look at my clothing brand, I released one collection which was just one t-shirt with no marketing, and obviously didn't make any money. Or if I look at when I tried drop shipping, I remember thinking that this was just some vacation. I remember literally using watches from China or something, so I didn't even try. And there's a couple other attempts that I had, but when I look at these, they weren't even attempts. I wasn't committed to the process, versus now with SMMA. I realized that all you need to make it work is just a little bit of persistence and information. It literally is just information. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, but when you get the correct information, or should I say the information that resonates with you, it's just a way to the races. Something that kind of feeds into this point on how easy it is. I was looking on Montel Gordon's story the other day, and I saw a testimonial from this English guy. And essentially he's saying he spent £1,000 on ads and got £9,000 in sales collected, 9 times the return on ad spend. And he was basically saying how it's the first time he's made this much money online. So it's it's all new to him. He's considering apartments in the city and stuff like that. And he's just shattering limiting beliefs, because obviously he's starting to get momentum online. And it's just crazy how things can turn so quickly, and as soon as you get the right information, you just get results. So much coffee. There's so much noise, to be honest, bro.
piggybacking onto everything I've been saying so far, it's not clear, but I don't live with my parents anymore. And so I saw my parents for the first time in like 2 months, maybe last week or so. And I was specifically talking to my brother for like 3 hours, I think. We was just catching up. And the thing that I kept saying like time and time again throughout the conversation was essentially that I feel like I'm a part of this unseen world. And what I meant when I was saying that was that it piggybacks onto the point of, 6 months and you can change your life. Like just the things I was talking about, my brother pointed it out. He was like, yeah, you've been locked in, you've been focused, right? Like I was just talking about all these different things I've learned just over the last couple months, but like this year in general, reading 100 books and just committing to entrepreneurship and learning the skill sets. He didn't even know about a lot of them, from trivial things to like Notion, to like learning about Premiere Pro and After Effects and sound design and motion graphics and just a bunch of random crap, like what I've been paying attention to, what's required, for like the production of these videos, one thing, or just like learning agency, learning about sales, the different frameworks and systems that I've been learning. So it's just what happens when you just commit to learning information and just focusing in a world of distraction. You know what I mean?
5 minutes later.
I've come out of the library now. It's been about an hour since my last A-roll. I shot what I needed to shoot, but I didn't do a Q&A like I wanted to. There just wasn't enough time, so I didn't even bother. I've left early. As for actual updates on my SMMA so far, it's not going to sound like much. My editors are just taking ages with my shorts. I haven't edited the VSLs yet. Let me perch here for a sec. Yeah, I haven't edited the VSL yet, but what I have done is started to write out the copy for my website. So I've got a couple of statistics that I've been able to put in a graph for the site just to like prove the point what I'm saying to dentists, which essentially is content is important, right? So I've been looking for graphs to like confirm this, like to show that SEO is on a downtrend. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different stuff like that. So I've started to write out the copy for my site. I'm about 25% done. Obviously now I've shot the B-roll that I needed to make my ads, which is pretty cool. So the biggest roadblock here is getting this VSL edited, because I want it to be edited on After Effects with like motion graphics and all that cool stuff. And obviously for a 6-minute VSL, for that to be done good with sound design and everything, it's going to cost like some hundreds. I'm not even going to attempt to do it myself. So that's where I find myself right now. Just not stuck. Like I'm going to try and find, like maybe today one of my editors is finished with one of my other shorts and he can actually get to working on my VSL. I'm optimistic about it. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, B-roll's done. I haven't got my ad edited either. That's just the same situation as the VSL. Yeah, I've got content now. All I need to do now is go back home, edit this B-roll that I've shot, then I've got an ad ready to post. So we can start getting traffic to the page and just see how dentists are responding and stuff like that. But as far as that goes, but yeah, the website's another roadblock, to be honest. Like I need to find somebody who can use Webflow to create a really cool site with like scroll triggers and just different cool features, because I just want it all done properly. I know a lot of you are probably raging at the screen right now saying things like put the product out first, make sure you've got product market fit, blah blah blah, function over form, all this different crap. I understand, trust me. I just want it done right, okay? And I understand that like I could do it right and then have dentists not even care about my service. What I've realized is now I've started to post content and reach out to dentists is that there's a lot of marketing agencies in England making content towards dentists. So there's a lot of other agencies doing this in the UK. And if I'm going to be 100% candid here right now, I don't know how I feel about that. In fact, I've seen about 5 agencies saying the same thing on their text, making the similar kind of content. Mine's better, obviously, in terms of quality. But I don't know how I feel about that, to be 100% honest. So, and all these different things are coming to my mind saying like, do something that's different, like not follow the crowd, and obviously not do things that are oversaturated. I'm just thinking of what Luke Belmore would say in like one of his interviews. But nevertheless, I'm going to make this work. Like I can't not make this work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the sunk cost fallacy at play right now, but I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to get 100 clients like I've got on my vision board. There's no way I'm allowing myself to not do that. You know what I mean? So we're going to make this work, but that's my update so far. For the week, that's my update for the week. Look at the weather, man. To be honest, I like rain.